Well, there's no gold tooth there. No glasses. That was definitely Fenton's compartment. But the other bloke isn't Jeremy Fenton.
Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In sure and certain resurrection will return to our Lord Jesus. We shall change our life. It may be like a field dawn, according to the light, whereby he is able.
It could just be a coincidence, couldn't it? The girl dying.
No, I don't think so. We know she was interested in the steward's sick passenger. And we must try to discover what, if anything, Madame Moon may have seen in her crystal ball.
Thanks for coming, Sergeant.
Not at all, sir. We're very interested in any new developments. Hello again, Mr. Moon.
So they brought this bloke down to the car deck, and then I heard him say something in Italian.
What?
Che vita, what a life.
You speak Italian?
Fluently. Then I recognized the same person on Ray's videotape.
Do you want me to show it to you?
No, that won't be necessary.
Excuse me.
And this Mr. Fenton, in whose compartment you saw the man, doesn't exist?
Oh, yeah, he exists, but it's not the same person.
Very mysterious.
Yeah, well, there's nothing mysterious about those three blokes who broke into our van looking for the tape. So what's going on?
Sergeant Evis is down here.
I know you've met before, but let me introduce you to Detective Inspector Nash of the Special Branch and his two colleagues.
I'm sorry, but Mrs. Moon isn't here at the moment. She's in Guildford. A party? Oh, yes, I'm sure she would be most interested. But she's... Un moment, s'il vous plaît. She just materialized. Just a moment, please. A caller who says he's been recommended by one of your clients, who says you're the best. This is the last-minute idea of a party he's having tonight, and he wants you to tell the fortunes of his guests, and says he'll pay a substantial fee.
Gladys Moon speaking.
Mrs. Moon? Ah, I'm so glad to have got you. I've heard a great deal about your extraordinary skills.
Oh, really?
Yes. Has your assistant explained the purpose of my call?
A party tonight?
At which your attendance would be quite a coup. I have a number of distinguished guests, and I'm sure they'd be amused. Nay, they would be bewitched by your sorcery.
How far are you, Mr.
Lamberti at Foxgrove Abbey, some half an hour from Folkestone.
Half an hour. Only, you see, my son has the car.
Oh, that'll be no problem at all, Mrs. Moon. I'll send my chauffeur to collect you.
Who? Eduardo Dacio, a leading mafia man from Naples, formerly based in London. A few weeks ago, in Italy, he gave himself into protective custody, ready to sing louder than Pavarotti. Prepared to name names, among them, top mafioso in Britain, controlling major areas of crime, including drug rings.
A VIC, a very important canary.
And a dead man, if his friends could find him. In Italy, the mafia were on the lookout everywhere for him. So we decided to smuggle him out by an unorthodox route, yet one that was easy. The Orient Express. We found a man who was almost Dacio's double, sent him on the outward trip to Venice, then substituted Dacio for the return. We thought he'd be quite safe, holed up in a compartment with Tommy Bug or some such.
Until you filmed him on your video.
We had to get hold of the tape in case anyone recognized him.
You think I was going to show it around? Flog it to the TV?
And why behave like villains?
Well, sorry about the intrusion. So now you know. Special Branch is asking you both, officially, to forget the whole thing. We'll just edit Signor Dacio out of this and return it.
Forget it. Just like that. What about my wife?
Ah, yes, Mr. Burnside. We're extremely sorry about that.
Sorry. For what?
Your luggage was being searched for the tape. Your wife surprised my colleague.
She panicked and ran.
And sadly opened the door that led to her death. A most unfortunate accident.
You bastards.
Nice car. Mr. Lamberti has taste. And a few bob.
You don't need to be a fortune teller to know that, Mrs.
All right, let me guess. His birth sign is Scorpio. He's very good at making money, perhaps using other people's money, right? Well, at any rate, he's strong, flamboyant, likes to show his wealth, and has a firm belief in the family above all, and corporate management.
Incredible. Mrs. Moon, you're spot on. Mr. Lamberti said it would be quite a coup to have you come and bewitch people with your sorcery. His birthday is on the 10th of November. Bang in the middle of Scorpio. And you could certainly say he's involved in a kind of corporate management.
Good. I like to feel my planetary vibrations are working, especially for a posh party.
Yeah? What sort of party?
Oh, well, it sounds like a rather grand party. The host offered Gladys a fee of £300, plus any tip she gets.
Who was his host?
Sorry, Trevor. I don't know. She wrote it down on a pad, but took it with her.
And the address?
As I said, they sent a car for her.
Oh, what sort of car?
Oh, a very splendid car. Très chic. Italian-looking.
Doesn't look much of a party. There's no cars, no lights.
Of course not. The guests aren't expected for another hour.
Oh, these were my father's. Practically the only mystical thing he owned. He said he could get a lot of answers from 3 dice.
So, what are you asking about, Gladys?
If you get a total of 15 in the circle, it's a sign of bad news.
So, there is no party?
I'm sorry for the deception.
No, you're not.
Search her bag.
This note was in her pocket.
They know where I am.
We'll see.
My powers must be waning.
Oh, surely not.
I was right about your flamboyancy, your wealth and good taste, but wrong in my character assessment. You may be hospitable, Mr. Lamberti, but you got me here under false pretenses.
I apologize most profusely. A little trickery was necessary.
Well, it was quite pointless. You went to a lot of trouble for nothing. Now, I shall have my drink. That nice man can take me home before I get tipsy, and we'll forget all about my fee.
I'm afraid not, Mrs. Moon. But as to your fee, I will increase it to 500, if you will tell me just what I want to know. Where is Eduardo Dacio?
Never heard of him. Sounds like a music hall conjurer.
Think you're trying some sleight of hand with us, Mrs. Moon?
Deception is not a part of my profession, unlike yours. What is yours, anyway?
There is some link between you, that unfortunate girl who died, and the man we seek.
Sadly, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't help you.
But you do know about Dacio.
Who's Dacio?
And Mr. Moon, your son, how much does he know?
Same as me, which is not a lot.
Mr. Moon.
Yeah? This is Trevor Moon.
Your mother is here. She's perfectly all right. We've been having a pleasant chat.
Let me talk to him.
But where is my mother?
Your mother can be on her way home just as soon as either of you say where Eduardo Dacio can be found.
Then you might as well let her go. She doesn't know Dacio's whereabouts any more than I do.
I saw you with her at the funeral. Dacio's name was no surprise to you.
Look, I've told you. I've no idea where he is.
Mr. Moon, try to find out for the sake of your mother. We Italians believe that a mother is the most precious thing on earth. That should bring results.
Rubbish. My son Trevor would get shot of me tomorrow if he could lay his hands on his dad's money. What'd he say?
He agreed with me. You are precious.
Oh, really? Well, he's loyal, I'll say that. I'll have another gin and dry martini if you can spare it.
It's coming to something when a fortune teller can be lured so easily.
It seemed like a bona fide